Here's a name I can say from the Eradicator.
Hello and welcome to this channel, everybody. This is the Eradicator, and in this video we are going to talk about, well, something that unfortunately quite a lot of players experience in the verse, quite a lot of players who are not so experienced in the verse, and sometimes even the most experienced ones too, as you are going to see here in this video. Now, this was from earlier's live stream, and I had some issues here landing at Bountiful Harvest on Daymar. You might have recognized Daymar, obviously. And that's because there are quite a few rocks around. And, as you can see, it definitely looks a little bit weird. It does feel like the front of the ship has landed on the rocks. So I thought, maybe I should actually land somewhere else, or at least improve that situation here. So there we go, just going backwards a little bit. And here it definitely looks like I have landed just fine also, I think. Well, obviously the front of the ship is landed, but I thought eventually if I get out of here, the back of the ship would be landed too. Now, eventually somebody, Morgan22 here in the chat did mention that I made a mistake. Well, later, obviously, not now. Did mention later that I made a mistake, and I forgot to turn off the engines, which is why the ship is still in navigation. I thought, maybe I'm not that high, so let's jump, right? And the jump was a little bit too high. I totally misjudged how high I was, and especially I did misjudge that the terrain was going down. So I'm gonna try to jump here. Oh, barely able to hit the door with my head. So it is very high. It's also very annoying because, as you can see, I have some cargo inside. It's just processed food, so it's not worth a lot. It's worth 12,000 UEC. So we're not gonna really go that far with 12,000 UEC, but still, nevertheless. And I thought maybe I'll jump from these hydroponics here. What if I jump on the hydroponics and then from the hydroponics jump to the ship? I was wondering, maybe this is something that's gonna work. So here we go. Let's jump on the hydroponic. Let's jump again, and no, it's not working at all. So then I had another idea, and I decided to eventually spawn a freelancer, as you can see. So now I'm entering my freelancer, and we're going to go back to Bountiful Harvest. Now, what's the plan? This is something that happened to me a while back when I was playing with the Matadors, and at some point the same thing happened, but with a caterpillar full of titanium. So that was definitely worth more money than a cutlass full of processed food. And what the Matadors did is that they actually lifted me up high enough with the wings of a gladius to get me back inside my ship. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna bring this freelancer here back to where I was, and I will hover just above the ground high enough so that I can actually jump back inside the cutlass. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to go back to Daymar, and I will try to get there as quickly as possible. There we go. So there's our pickup here. Pickup location set in front of us. We are about to land, and you are going to see something very interesting as we leave the freelancer. So first, you are going to see that, of course, because now it was also the case before, but thanks to game persistence, my cutlass is still here. Sorry about this, I'm a little bit sick. This explains maybe why my voice is a little bit different. Now, we're also experiencing a sandstorm here, but let's have a look at this. Wow, this is magic. My cutlass is now perfectly landed. How is that possible? Let's open the door just to see if I can go in. No problem at all. And if you watch the last stream, you can see that nobody helped me out or whatsoever, and even the boxes are still here. This is wonderful. So, how did that happen? How was this fixed? Sure, it made me waste about 5 minutes. I killed myself so that I get back to Port Olisar. So how did that happen? I have a theory. I think that's because of object container streaming. Is it SSOCS or object container streaming? I don't know. I never tried that before. So it might be a workaround that existed before. But if you guys have done that before, please tell me in the comments down below. I'm sure this is something that happened to some of you at least. And so I think that thanks to object container streaming, when I left, there was nobody here at Bountiful Harvest, so the ship despawned, and when I came back, the ship respawned, but instead it did not respawn on that weird rock, but instead responded just next to it and was beautifully landed, which allowed me to get back inside. And thanks to persistence, it had exactly the boxes inside, the same cargo. And finally, there was no drama. I haven't lost anything, just a little bit of time. And that's what I did. So here's the workaround, guys. If you can't get back into your ship because you made a very poor landing, the workaround is to kill yourself and get back there with another ship. Your ship should be respawned at a more decent position at the same place. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. A very quick workaround here that I hope is going to save the life of a lot of you guys in the verse. This is the Eradicator. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you like this kind of content. I'll see you guys for more videos. By the way, Merry Christmas, and I'm signing out.